evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha and these are the headlines of the hour. Investigation on Binod Chaudhary demanded in the Bansbari land scam. Home Minister discontent on the release of Arun Chaudhary. Accounts Committee directs to cancel the release of Buddha Cemetery. 21,000 complaints of corruption filed in Nepal within a year. Highest number of complaints related to local levels. CIAA indifferent towards corruption carried out with political backing. Pakistan's national election vote count concludes with independents mostly backed by jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan winning 101 of the 264 seats. And Rajpura and Deepak of athletics bagged Player of the Year award. Cricketer Dev Khanal handed the Youth Player of the Year award. Sika of table tennis takes the People's Choice Award. Minister for Home Affairs Narayan Kaji Shrestha has raised questions on the court's order regarding the Bansbari land grab scam. Addressing the questions from lawmakers at the meeting of the State Affairs and Good Governance Committee, Minister Shrestha opined the court's order to release businesspersons like Arun Chaudhary had affected investigation process. Lawmakers had demanded for investigation on Nepali Congress lawmaker and Chaudhary Group chairperson Binod Chaudhary. They had questioned why investigations had not been done on Binod Chaudhary when he had equal number of shares. In response, Minister Shrestha assured anybody connected with the case would be investigated, but added that the court's decision to release Arun Chaudhary had hindered investigations. On a different note, the committee has directed the government to expand the laws related to immigration, control human trafficking, fulfill the human resource requirement at the Tribhuvan International Airport, and strengthen border security. The Parliament's Public Accounts Committee has directed the government to scrap Lumini Development Fund's agreement regarding Ramgram region, among other works, from today's date. Today's meeting of the Public Accounts Committee directed to revoke all the agreements reached with the private companies giving permission to unearth the Ramgram region and also investigate all those involved in the case. The Lumini Development Trust had reached an agreement to let main investor Moksha Foundation and promised land to manage the unearthing of the Ramgram region. Likewise, the Public Accounts Committee has directed the government to promptly make public the study report on NCEL prepared by the High-Level Investigation Committee, which was handed to Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal. The committee also directed the government to supply the report to it at the earliest. When the High-Level Investigation Committee turned in the report to Prime Minister Dahal 2 weeks ago, he had assured of implementing it after study. However, the report has not been made public yet. The statistics made public by Transparency International last week shows that Nepal has been weak in fighting corruption since the past decade. However, Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal, while speaking at a program held on the occasion of the 33rd Establishment Day of the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority CIAA today, expressed happiness on Nepal improving by 2 points in the Transparency International's report. This shows that the leadership is making efforts to hide its mismanagement. Although Nepal climbed up by 2 points in Transparency International's report, it received only 35 points, becoming the 108th most corrupt nation among 180. Meanwhile, speaking at the same event today, President Ramchandra Paurel stated that strong political commitment is needed to curb corruption in the country. Likewise, Chief Commissioner of the Anti-Graft Body, Prem Kumar Rai, said that cases of public officials abusing their authority have increased. The CIAA chief also pointed out that the financial irregularities have been witnessed in the name of making public services technology friendly. Chief Commissioner Rai also said that corruption is rampant in the country as responsibilities set by the law have not been carried out. Statistics show that corruption has been rampant in the country due to commission games, active middlemen, among others. Political gambits in appointing the chief commissioner of the anti-graft body has further helped corruption flourish in the country. Widebody, Yeti, Omni, Lalita Niwas, and Putni's fake refugee are some examples of big corruption cases. Incumbent Health Minister Mohan Basnet, lawmaker and former Minister Gyanendra Bahadur Karki, Chief Secretary Boikuntha Aryal, among other high-profile leaders and government officials, have been under the investigation of the CIAA. 21,000 complaints of corruption have been filed in Nepal within a year, and the highest number of complaints are related to local levels. The statements made by the head of state, head of the government, and the CIAA chief shows that the anti-graft body has not been able to function properly. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked people in several provinces what should be done to curb corruption and ensure good governance. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
घुस लिनेलाई मात्रै छ हैन अब यो दिनेहरुलाई पनि कारबाहीको दायरामा ल्यायो भने थोरै मात्रामा कमी हुन्छ
कर्मचारीहरु आफैमा नसुध्रिकन र चाहिँ तपाईको चाहिँ नेताहरुको चाहिँ आड भरोसामा ठुलठुला भ्रष्टाचार हुन्छन्
वास्तवमा राजनीतिक हस्तक्षेप गर्नै हुँदैन र कानुनमा सजाय भोग्नुपर्छ सजाय दिनुपर्छ तब मात्रै कडा कानुन कारबाही भयो भने बल भ्रष्टाचार निर्मूल हुन्छ
जहाँसम्म यी ज्योति अगाडि देखाउन भएका नेता कार्यकर्ता रहन्छन् त्यहाँसम्म हाम्रो देश बन्दैन
सुशासनमा लानलाई चाहिँ हाम्रो नगरपालिका मेयर साहब हैन मेयर साहबहरुले धेरै गर्नु भएको छ
आफू परे पनि नछुट्ने अर्को परे पनि नछुट्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ राजनीतिक दलले एउटा संयन्त्र कडा भन्दा कडा संयन्त्र बनाउनु पर्छ
नेपोटिजम जुन छ नि जुन हामीले यो देशबाट हटाउनु पर्छ
स्थानीय स्तरबाटै आवाज उठाउन जरुरी देख्छु
राज्य सत्ता चाहिँ एकदम निर्मय भएर लाग्नु पर्छ
कर्मचारी जबसम्म देशमा सुध्रिँदैन तबसम्म भ्रष्टाचारको अन्त्य हुन्छ भन्ने हामीले लागेको छैन
Nepal has put forth proposal to set minimum wage for Nepalese workers in Gulf countries and Malaysia as it participated at the dialogue between workers sending and receiving countries in Abu Dhabi. At the ministerial level meeting, Minister for Labour, Employment and Social Security Sarat Singh Bhandari proposed to set the minimum wage. So far, none of the main destinations for Nepalese workers except for Qatar has set the minimum salaries. Qatar has determined the minimum salary at 1,000 rial. The Nepalese at the Abu Dhabi dialogue also raised the issue of developing a mechanism for handling the grievance of Nepalese workers and improving the skills of workers and making them more productive. Ministers and high-ranking officials from 21 countries are participating at the Abu Dhabi dialogue. It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what should Nepali laborers do to resolve the problems they have been facing in the country of employment? 33% voted for A, strong labor agreement, 11% for B, guarantee of social security, and 56% for C, improved skill and capacity. And here's today's question. Why have health technicians not reached the homes of farmers when their pigs are dying from African swine fever daily? Your options are A, disregard by local government, B, complex disease, and C, lack of skilled manpower. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the international update. Pakistan's national election vote count concluded today with independents mostly backed by jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan winning 101 of the 264 seats. The final tally was released more than 60 hours after voting concluded in Thursday's national elections, a delay that has raised questions about the process. The independents came in ahead of the party of another former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, which won 75 seats, making it the largest single party in parliament as Khan's independents ran as individuals. Sharif has said his party is talking to other groups to form a coalition government as it had failed to win a clear majority on its own. Pakistan's interim government says the delay was caused by communication issues due to a mobile internet outage on election day. The outage, which authorities said was for security reasons, drew concern from rights groups and foreign governments, including the United States. Around 93 of the independent candidates who won seats were associated with Khan's PTI party. Khan's supporters were running as independents because they had been barred from contesting the polls under his party's electoral symbol by the Election Commission for not complying with electoral laws. One disadvantage the independents face in trying to form a government is they are not eligible to be associated, to be allocated any of the parliament's 70 reserved seats, which are distributed according to party strength in the final tally. Sharif's party could get up to 20 of those seats. It's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Australia have lifted the Under-19 World Cup title, thumping India by 79 runs. In the final played in Willowmore Park, Benoni, South Africa today, Australia batted first after winning the toss and posted 253 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in the stipulated 50 overs. Harjas Singh top scored for Australia with 55 runs, while skipper Hugh Wibjen contributed 48 runs, and Oliver Peake scored a quick-fire 46 off 43 balls and remained not out. Raj Limbani, with 3 wickets, was the most successful Indian bowler. Chasing a victory target of 254 runs, India were bowled out for 174 runs in 43.5 overs. India were in early trouble as they lost 4 wickets when 68 runs were on the board in 19.1 overs. India kept losing wickets at regular intervals and were finally bowled out for 174 runs. Opener Adarsh Singh was the leading run scorer for India with 47 runs, while Murugan Abhishek added 42. Mahi Beardman and Ralph McMillan were the pick of the Aussie bowlers, grabbing 3 wickets each. The Player of the Year Female Sports Award 2023 was bagged by Rajpura Pachai from athletics. Likewise, Deepak Adhikari, also from athletics, won the Player of the Year Male Sports Award 2023. The awards were handed to the players at a program held in Kathmandu today by Nepal Sports Journalist Forum. Deepak won the award, leaving behind captain of the national cricket team Rohit Paudel and cricketer Ashif Sikh. Deepak had bagged 2 gold medals last year in the Asian cross-country run at home ground. He also won 4 gold medals and 1 silver in the domestic games. Likewise, towards the women's category, Rajpura brushed aside Pushpa Bhandari of athletics and Anusha Malla of basketball to claim the award. Likewise, skipper of the national under-19 cricket team Dev Khanal was handed the Youth Player of the Year award. Meanwhile, Sikka Swal of table tennis took home the People's Choice Award. Meanwhile, the Coach of the Year award was bagged by Chandra Gurung from athletics. Likewise, the Para-Athlete Award went to Maya Bisunke, and the Lifetime Achievement Award was handed to Nepal's first Olympic weightlifter, Rajendra Pradhan. Sudarshan Ranjit took the special award, while the Nepal Sports Journalist Forum handed the Asian Journalist Award to Hong Kong's Chu Chiang Fei. Ivory Coast can complete a remarkable recovery and put a successful seal on an absorbing Africa Cup of Nations if they can beat Nigeria and claim the title on home soil. The title decider, to be played at the Olympic Stadium in Ebimk, is scheduled to kick off at 1:45 a.m. Nepal time after midnight early tomorrow morning. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.